All right, guys, sorry. We're back. Hubby was saying that you guys couldn't see. Glad he's watching. All right. That's why Naya's supposed to be here holding this.
Let you know who's in the care facility so you can't help them.
Right. And honestly, the only reason why I have that list as far as, and I'll be reading it out,
So they
why I
can
have
send
a
it
care
several
facility
times.
is because, like, if I'm out working, I'm not making the phone calls to call Lincoln right now.
Right.
So I put it that it's in a care facility because I need to call Lincoln to get my credit. And I let them know that that's a care facility address.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So when you do that, do they take it out like,
Yeah,
because
they
they
give you the
can
credit back.
continuously send it in,
Right.
and so.
Well, Lincoln will keep sending it out to that address. So you wanna let them know that it's a nursing home or care facility.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So, any more questions on that? So we were on our filters. The next filter is not interested. Right? So, what do some people do when they're not interested?
Throw them away.
Throw them away. What'd you say?
I didn't hear the question.
What do some people do when they're not interested leads?
Oh, yeah, throw them away. Some people throw them away, some people recycle them.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I did.
I mean, they could be not interested at that time.
Any answer, really. You said what?
They could be not interested at that time.
Right.
They were not interested at that time. All right. So y'all three got it, Tamika and Daniel ain't talking. All right. Right. I used to keep all the papers, and I do have a lot of my old lead papers, and I write notes on my lead. So I actually have a stack of the clients that I wrote and the ones that I didn't. And it was always like, you know, what am I doing with all this? Little, you know, I do two sheets to a page. What am I doing with all this paper? Raheem's like, you always got, you know. Now, coming full circle, I could put those in alphabetical order. The little love notes and the hearts that I put on the people that I really liked, I can actually add that in here. And if I wanted to create a little group to say loved clients or whatever, and I can put those existing clients in there, so whenever, and make it a heart, I could do a custom heart. So I know that when I'm in the area and I see one of them clients that I have a heart on, I could just drop by. There's a lot of clients like that. And you stop by on them, they're willing to give you referrals at that time. They might be ready for an increase, you never know. Or they just are gonna stick with you because you've taken the 5 minutes. Hey, I'm running through, I'm working real quick, I just wanted to come in and, you know, give you a high five, see how you were doing, and keep it moving. You don't have to get in there and sit for another hour.
Right.
But people appreciate that. And meanwhile, you're using your map view to really be able to maximize your business, right? Sold, and I did that one already from the bottom, sold from the date that I got my list, all right? So, as you are working, you are going to be thinking about the different categories that you want to put your leads in. You can do whatever you want. I'm giving you just the standard ones. Obviously, I have a ton of them, but, you know, I do paycations, I send out packets, because I, you know, if somebody I know that I talked to them and I know that they told me that they had another loved one but didn't want to give me their information or whatever, I'm gonna send a packet. You know what I mean? So these are my little love notes that I put in there. So, any questions before we jump?
What's the packet consist of?
The packet, good one, David. That could depend. That packet depends on the conversation. I sometimes I will just draft my own letter, but it'll always have the wood grain, cash insurance benefit, family support service. Even though we leave a copy in most cases at the house, right? I'll send another copy because that's for whoever their loved one is. It will have the 9 things every senior needs to know and my final wishes in there. It will have that blue and white little small flyer that you open up that has, you can get coverage from $1,000 up, because some people don't realize that they can get $1,000, because most life insurance companies, when they send them the stuff in the mail, it's like you got to get 10,000 or above. Some people just want another 1,000. So I put that flyer in there. So and I do the CD from Lincoln Heritage. So I pretty much everything that we get free goes in that nice little packet. It's like $3.60-something to ship it, but it's worth it. It's worth it. So that's what goes in the packet. And again, it depends on the notes that I put on the lead. If I'm putting a little card in there, or, you know, I'm typing up something different, like, oh, you know, I hope everything works out with so-and-so, let me know, da-da-da, remember, I can help. And that helps your referrals, because they're like, wow, she remembered that? Like, of course I didn't remember that. I'm seeing
Right.
15 people a day. I wrote it on my lead. But that's why it's important to take notes, right? Okay. So that's our map view. What I'm going to do is, we're gonna actually walk through. I already created a new group. So I'm looking through here, and I just wanna make sure everything is light gray, which means nothing is highlighted, because I don't want any leads showing up. So my NTO, my test is dark. I want that dark. My NTO laps, I'm gonna just press on it to erase those groups, those leads from my map. I don't want anything on here. All right? Okay, good, we're clear. I'm sorry, let me show you what I'm doing. I'm hitting the back button, and then I'm hitting the arrow. All right? I already created that list a little while ago. Here's my map. All I'm doing is squeezing my fingers like this on my map on my iPad to change the view. The home button at the bottom, I'm pressing that one time. All right? Now again, our favorites are at the bottom. Your other little tabs are up top. I have my Lincoln Heritage business. I created this group to have all the things that I use for my business right in one spot, so I don't have to keep looking for my icons, right? So I'm just gonna press on my Lincoln Heritage business folder. And what I want to look at is my Yahoo Mail, because that's what Lincoln uses to send me my reports. All right, so, and this one unfortunately has a lot of junk mail. So we are going to scroll through, and you want to look for your spreadsheet. I do have a lot of mail in here, don't I? All right, so I'm gonna go up top to my search. NTO. Until maps update. All right. Now, I did update it because, again, I took my Excel spreadsheet and I altered it. I deleted columns out of it that I didn't want. So we see here, actually, this one is for my husband. I did his the other day. And we'll just put him in test, but I'll also delete it. So you want to make sure you're putting your title so you know what it is. So we're just going to press on that on your iPad. No, I'm showing it here.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just helping y'all understand. Like, I worked this thing out, David. I worked it out. All right, so.
Chrissy, real quick.
Yeah.
Is it the same way you're doing it for the NTO list? Is it the same that you would be doing for, like an active client list or?
Policy holder list. Go ahead, Terry. Yes.
Cause I was gonna try to do mine as you were doing yours.
Yes.
And here's a.
Did you already create your list for your policy holder? Your filter group?
Oh, no, I missed that part.
Okay. So you want to create that filter so you can put it in that right
Do
group.
that first.
That has to be done first. All right. Yeah. So I pressed on the Excel spreadsheet. It's going to open up in a CSV, right? You see this little share? You want to press this button here.
Where up in the corner?
Yeah, this one right here. You click on that. It's going to open up and it's going to show you everywhere that you can share it, and individuals that have AirDrop on, their information is going to pop up there too. So I'd easily be able to share it to you, David, or you, Jason, right? Or Naya, my baby too. So what you want to do is you want to use your finger and just slide it over until you find the Numbers app. All right? So that's the Numbers app. So you press on Numbers, because that's where I want to take this Excel spreadsheet. I want to put this in Numbers. You'll know it's the right Excel spreadsheet because your title will come up at the top. Here's our spreadsheet, all right? If you have anything on your first row that is not these titles, you have to delete it. When you're doing an NTO lapse report, it's not gonna show. This is gonna be ready to go. your lead list, you have to do additional step, you have to delete the first row. So this is good. The first one is your titles, and then your agent number, agent name, policy, all the good stuff is right here. We don't have to do anything with this. Oh, but we do.
What?
This has a title right there.
Oh, yeah.
So that can't be there. So I just pressed to highlight that whole thing. And I'm gonna go all the way to the other side. So I'm double tapping. I don't want that deleted. I need this whole row gone. And sometimes you have to double tap a few times. It's trying to just take out the comma. This whole row has to go.
So always the first row when you import it or export it from numbers to map view. Is that what you're saying?
This whole row has to go. Because if it is in there, it's not going to be able to convert over. It's gonna mess up. All right, so let me go to, if you hit the 3 dots up here to export, I'm gonna just show you this, and then do CSV. When I scroll up top, oh, that showed the map view. I'm gonna go through the step and just show you this test, and this will be good because it's not going to work because that first line has to be gone, and you had to double tap that. So I'm gonna go back. But notice up here, it's gonna show you Raheem NTO lapse. That's where it creates that double group. You want to scroll up to find which filter you created. So this one was the test, right? So now test is highlighted. Scroll back up top. Hit the X. Because we don't want that coming in. All right? Then hit your next.
You have to unselect that one that you
Okay, this
deleted.
one's fine. What'd you say?
Did you have to unselect the one that you just now deleted because it was still selected? What? Can you go back?
Oh, I deleted it. I deleted the title, so there's not gonna be a title there.
Okay,
Because I don't wanna
okay.
get confused and
I
see
got
that
you.
title.
Okay,
So it's gonna come up unknown.
I got you.
It'll come up unknown because I didn't name it. I deleted the name.
Got you.
Right,
Okay.
so you can't do anything with it. It's automatically gonna
Got
stay there. Go ahead, Terry.
So on the policyholder list is, and it says sheet 1, 2, and 3. Did you say that we had to remove the other 2 sheets?
Right,
Say that?
so that one was, I've already fixed that. The one that I brought down. So yeah, you have to delete sheet 2 and 3.
I'll just write this. Okay.
Yeah. So, okay, so now you'll see your constant field, and the things that are highlighted is what's gonna automatically come over into your spreadsheet, right? But I want you to look at this. Can anybody tell me what's wrong with it?
Phone number? It just says address, city, state, and zip. How about the person?
Come up closer and look at it.
I don't know what's going on with these glasses.
Still has Ryan MTO. Let me see.
Not linked into a field, the agent, number, and then the agent name and the policy number. Or the
Okay.
Oh,
copy.
yeah, it's not linked.
Okay, so if you see this, where it says not linked to a field,
You have to assign it.
this is wrong. This is wrong. And that's why I said, when I was on that Excel spreadsheet and I couldn't delete that first line, and I said, I'm gonna go ahead and go through the process anyway. So
That's
you
what
can
happens. That's the
see,
result of it.
this is the result of it. It's going to show you not linked to a field. Because the very first line of that Excel spreadsheet has to be the titles. And that's how it links into your map view. All right? So right here, even if we go further,
No.
nothing's gonna show up. Okay, so I'm gonna go further. So, right here is like, there's nothing linked, so I can't go over here to first name and try to hit, agent number. I could press it, but watch what's gonna happen. So I'm just gonna do first name, just for giggles. Go to next. So here's, it's showing you to view your information. Again, map to work, map to empty, 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 empty. So if you're really paying attention to your steps, you're gonna be like, okay, well, wait a minute, why is it saying empty? It's telling you there's nothing in there. Because that very first row had no titles. It had the Raheem group. So I'm gonna go back. I'm not gonna finish this because that's dumb. So I'm gonna go back, right? I'm going cancel. Would you like to exit this import process? Exit.
Yeah.
All right. Now, I'm going to have to go back. Your home button, double tap twice. You're going to notice your Excel spreadsheet is right there. We're going to go ahead and press back on that numbers. And we are going to figure out how to delete this row. And again, it's just, yeah, it's kind of crazy. You got to just keep tapping in there until the delete comes up. And of course, it'll play with me today because I'm doing this on.
Are
on
you able
here.
to like long press it? And then
That's just
select
gonna
all?
delete that, but I need this whole row deleted.
Oh, I don't want to go up there, but
You can come up here.
can you? Is there an impress here? No.
So it's like you gotta keep clicking. So I clicked in this one here and that popped up. I must have deleted it. It's gone. But you notice I just kept clicking, double tapping in that row. So now it's gone. You notice that? And it better not pop back up.
So can you see the numbers?
Yeah, the numbers are there now.
Oh yeah. So
But remember, the numbers weren't there, and I just
Right.
kept double tapping in there.
got you.
And now you see the number one is your agent. There's nothing showing up top. There's no sheet 1 or 2 or 3. It only could be sheet 1 on there.
So
Go ahead.
how do you delete the sheets, the 2 and 3?
Well, you just press on the sheet 2, double tap it and delete it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So let's go ahead to the 3 dots again. And we're gonna go ahead and export this. Same process, CSV. We're gonna slide it over until we get to that map view. Right there. And we're gonna cross our fingers and hope this don't play with us today. Right?
It's working.
Well, it did that before. So again, I X out my top part, I scroll up to find my group, and again, I did test. And then I'm hitting next. It's still not there.
Ooh.
It's still not there. So I'm going back, I'm canceling. And maybe because it's Raheem's, he's messing with me like, don't be putting my leads in your system. All right. Again, I'm back on this spreadsheet, and I just hit this return button. I am
So you-
determined to delete that. Go ahead.
So in the map view, when you export it to map view, you don't have to depress that the circle icon. You said that doesn't matter.
I pressed on the circle icon, it's not doing anything there. If you hit delete, it takes the whole spreadsheet.
No. When you're in map view,
Okay,
whenever you get to it, and I'll ask the question.
yeah, that X, I X'd it, and it just takes away the title. It doesn't take away the whole column. It doesn't take away that filter.
When you hit the circle, okay.
Yeah, we can hit the circle, and we'll see. Table delete. See, we don't wanna delete this whole table. All right, Raheem ill. He's probably like cracking up. So again, I'm gonna keep tapping this. So it's happening a whole mess up in here. Okay, guys, I'm actually going to double tap. I'm gonna swipe this out of the way. I'm going back to my Yahoo Excel spreadsheet, the CSV. pressing on here, seeing if I can alter this, and I can't. So I'm going all the way back. I'm pressing on this email. I'm gonna upload this. This is fun. This is something different. I never had to do this. I'm gonna open this in Excel. I guess this is good for training.
Yeah,
In case y'all
sure.
run into this.
Mhm.
So we're gonna open it in Excel. No, I don't wanna help you guys.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you, baby. So I'm gonna open this up in Excel. All right? How interesting is that?
No line, it's not there.
The line is not there.
So you open it in CSV?
It was
Or-
already in CSV from Lincoln when it comes to us. And normally I don't have to do this process, but it's fine. So I opened this up in Excel, right? I'm noticing here, guys, that the very first row is the titles, what we need.
Yep.
There's nothing else in here.
So open it up in the Excel.
Yeah.
If you have that issue, we're opening this up in Excel. I'm gonna save a copy.
Why wasn't I born with this computer set?
And I'm just gonna add some extra ones on here. And just save it. Right here, your little three dots, we're used to seeing the three dots over here. In your Excel spreadsheet on your iPad, your three dots are over there with the little page, that's your share, export, all that good stuff. You're gonna hit export. And I'm just hitting export. So we're gonna learn this together.
Thank you.
You see you're getting ready to what? So I'm just hitting my home button once. I'm gonna go over to my numbers. Hey. Guess it's time for a commercial, guys.
It made me want it.
So
That's funny.
here's the other one, 1104. Looks a little different, right? Here's the one, 1114, which is like right around this time. I'm praying that that's the one. We're gonna press on that. That looks the same to me, though. What y'all think?
That's right.
Oh,
Yeah. I
you think that was right?
Mhm.
My ones aren't there.
Right.
That's what you just did.
Let's just see.
Uh-uh.
I'm excited to see
What
it.
is that?
Hmm?
I'm excited to see how it transports over.
All right, guys, three dots, export, CSV. You think it's gonna work, Jason? You think it's gonna work, Terry?
Yes.
Think it's gonna work? Think it's gonna work?
Yes.
Think it's gonna work?
Definitely.
I'm with Danielle. We gonna find out. We gonna give them that point.
Let's
Detected,
go.
analyzing,
Let's go, guys. I'm gonna get that.
checking.
All right, so you want me to press that? Let me go press my test group first. And then I'll go up and I'll press that. It does not come off.
Okay.
Hit X and I did that. It's gonna stay there.
Okay.
All right, so I'm hitting next. Ha!
Oh.
Ha ha! Danielle, we shouldn't be happy about that. Then.
Yeah, I was trying.
Right.
I was trying to make it optimistic.
It doesn't
Yeah,
work.
I'm
It's not the right
optimistic.
file.
It's not. It's not the
It's not
right
the right
file.
file. It doesn't have the 3 ones she put at the
It
end.
didn't have the 3 ones. You gotta pay attention to detail, y'all.
Mhm.
Sorry, we're playing the game because they know they about to win something. But no, this is real talk. Like,
I
this
gotta
is
catch
not
up.
working right. So we're gonna cancel, exit, right? I'm double tapping. I'm gonna get out of that number
She
and that
said we
Excel.
shouldn't be happy about that.
We shouldn't be happy about that. I'm getting out of Raheem's right now, his CSV, and I'm gonna go to mine, and I will come back to you guys when I figure that out, because you know now I'm gonna have to figure that out, right? But for sake of time, let me go ahead and do mine. So mine is, it says the same thing.
We're gonna figure it out
It
We
may
gonna
be-
figure this out
It may
today.
be the way they sent it over.
No, because I already downloaded mine. Mine is already in my,
yeah.
my iPad. And I can only do it through MapView. All right, Terry, it's not just you. I went into the import settings, guys. I'm looking to see what may have changed.
Get connected to the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, you actually have to be a manager to get the Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Huh?
What?
Got it.
What did you do then?
Right. Let me figure that out again.
It's,
You know, you moving too fast, my
It
brain,
said-
I'm just sitting here
it
watching.
said
but-
hide something name.
So I'm
next
still,
to
I saw
I'm double
that.
tapping over there, right? So I highlighted that. Down here,
It said hide something,
I went to name.
And it said hide nickname or something, hide
table.
So-
table name.
hide
There's a
table.
delete button right there.
It's great.
It's not highlighted.
Hide the table name.
Let's see if you want another
What'd you
stick.
do?
I hit high tab, I hit
Oh, you
hide.
hit that, okay.
I hit that.
You know, I'm still, sometimes I'm still waiting for it to, you
To
do
show on
something
there?
up there.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to touch there and here, but I could, Tamika just told us to hit, to
Yeah,
hide the name, so we're gonna do this
that's what
right
I
here.
thought you did. at
Alright, guys,
first.
you think it's gonna work?
It's gonna work,
Hit
It's gonna work
CSV,
now.
it's gonna work now?
it's gonna work, it's gonna work, it's
Guys, that was interesting.
Learning
Let's
on the
see.
fly.
You can teach Warren something now.
Let's see, they must, and every now and then the map view updates, cause they updated the last time
Change
where
the
we
name
ended
or
up having to figure it out. So I'm gonna X out the top, I don't want that title messing me up. I'm gonna go back down to my test, so I'm pressing right here and hitting done and next.
Still
It
not getting
didn't
it.
I
work.
said it wasn't gonna work.
You did say it wasn't gonna work. Damn, you are,
Dang, you killing.
you got some
Listen,
points.
muffle your
How
mouth.
many points do you got? See, I tried not to be competitive.
So I'm Xing out, guys, alright.
I tried not to let it bother me. but-
You said you trying not to let it bother
Yeah.
you?
but
Now,
like,
you see him
now,
walk
now,
in front,
now I'm
he
starting
gonna
like,
hand it
hold
over.
on. like-
They done
He
cleaned
is,
up right
he
here.
is.
You getting the attitude now.
Right.
That's what's up, though. You'll be a top producer.
Hey, you better keep it moving. So I'm going to this Excel spreadsheet. Guys, I will upload another video because I will figure that out. Here's a different one. We're just gonna go ahead and put this one in. Again, you know, you should know it by heart now. Y'all should be like fluent. Excel spreadsheet, export, CSV.
Kristen, there's a message on your phone. Was it?
I can't see it.
I mean, like this. I don't want the live to be not.
Oh, it's okay. Thank you. It's not gonna show up on theirs. I'm gonna hit map view.
It won't work.
What? Oh, all right. You said what, David?
Is it gonna work?
Yeah, this won't work. Cause this is one that's been in there. So, unknown. I'm going back down to test. Guys, I mean, we did it like 5 times right now. Hit my done and my next. Woo!
There it is.
All right, now your map should say map to last name, first name, address, city, state. This is what you wanna see. All right?
Why is
So,
the
what did
first
you do?
name green?
Cause I probably just touched it with my finger. Last
One of them, I think, always shows
You just
up
press-
green
yeah, it
when you
always shows
first
up
go
green.
on there.
So it's already mapped to put everything over here that you need from your lead, so you really don't have to do anything, you don't have to map it. If there's anything additional that you want, you can link it, but again, they're already putting everything that's on your Excel spreadsheet into the map. Now we're gonna hit next. Thank you, Jesus. And we're gonna hit import. Now it's showing you again, last name, first name, work address. You can see everything is correct. I had 20 leads that I wanted to import. That's correct, so hit 20, or excuse me, hit continue. Now it's complete. Now, where it normally would take you 3 minutes, it took us 10, but I am gonna figure out that other group. Now notice, here are, and I'm using my finger like this on my map to widen it out, but you notice here now we have the names of my clients, right? The filter, I wanted brown for the tester, so I know brown, I don't have anybody brown, so I know that these are my tester. Here is a bonus question.
Bonus question.
Bonus. Maybe two questions. What do you guys notice different from, other than the brown, from this list than the other list of people I showed you earlier?
Is that just a last name in there?
Let's see.
First two.
And I can't even
I was gonna
see
say that.
good, I just see one word.
All right, so that's the
It's
first
need a
one.
new prescription.
I told y'all to sit up close. Y'all
Well,
wanna be
you were
all
standing on it, you
antisocial?
don't usually sit over there.
I know. All right, so that was the first thing.
Okay.
Why else would it only have one name on there?
It's what you have in the Excel sheet, right?
No, the Excel spreadsheet has everything.
Is that what you,
You
is that how you
did
filtered
you
it?
bring anything
Maybe
else
it's in
over?
alphabetical order.
Nope. Huh? No, I just,
When you did your list,
Can you
know,
go
when
back?
this is like a bonus
I
question.
know. Can you go back?
Can I go? No.
No. Well, is it from when you brought up the, it's how you
Oh, you want me to
filtered
show you that spreadsheet? Here's the original spreadsheet, I'm sorry. That's the original spreadsheet. that I-
No, when you
No.
put the ABC
Yeah.
stuff over there, did
That's
you
how you
add
filtered it.
anything else?
Remember, I didn't touch it. It
I was
automatically
just-
mapped it.
But did it map everything?
that's
Cause
what's
sometimes
first or
there's a
last name
couple
is
things
first.
that we add.
Remember,
On
we
the
just read all the way
spreadsheet.
down. First name, last name, address. We read all that all the way down.
Yep. So-
But their last name is first.
There's only one
I
name
just see
showing.
one name.
There's only one name showing.
Cause
And,
you,
and the
just
bonus
one
question
name.
is why?
cause you took the one name out.
When did I do that, David?
When
She
you
didn't.
No,
clicked on
because
the green and the blue.
You were just
now.
watching me.
Right.
No, I didn't take it out, because when we went to
Oh.
show that everything was there, I read it out. It was there.
Is it because it's a test?
Nope.
It's tough. Next
That's what I was
60
doing.
seconds, You can hold your breath.
Y'all done guessing?
Why is
Yeah.
it just, yeah?
Yeah, I'm done.
Wait,
Come on,
hold on.
Tamika.
Why is it just
Only thing
one
I could
name?
think of is
That's
how
the
you-
last
how
name.
you filtered it.
Nope.
Not how you filtered
believe you
it,
see-
not because it's
And
a
it's so
test.
easy when you say it, we're gonna be mad.
Look, she's like.
I don't know, it's just cause their last name was first on the spreadsheet. I don't know.
The reason why you will only see the first name or whatever name
That's the
that
last
this
name.
Mhm.
is because, remember, I entered the exact same Excel spreadsheet I did before.
Oh, it's not new,
This is not new.
Uh.
These people are already in,
a different group.
they're in here. They're just under a different group, okay?
So when you see just that one last name, that's what that means, is that they're already in there under something else.
They're already in here
Allegheny Least.
as a new lead,
Okay.
right? So they're already in here. Same name. Now, if there were three names, it would say multiple, right?
So
if you
multiple
think
and
back,
first, right.
we had that apartment building, there was like 4 different lines there. It was like 2 of the one name, 1 of a
Right.
different name, and then a phone number. So there were like 4 leads that were in there. So it said multiple. But when there's 2 people, it's just gonna give you one name. So that also lets you know, okay,
These
I
people.
would have
It's a
never guessed
duplicate.
that. Yeah.
I know that's why I said that's a bonus.
I know.
So, and again, like, you said you can't stand me. So this one that's not highlighted, this is my new lead.
Okay.
So these were the ones I just put in, you know, a week or 2 or 3 ago, whatever. The one that's highlighted, again, the darker one is the one you just entered and test. And then also your unknown. That unknown is there. So how do we get rid of that unknown? You're gonna hit your 3 lines again at the bottom, go back to your filters. Now what you're gonna do is scroll slowly through and see what else is highlighted. Unknown 20, test 20. Again, that's where you were trying to get me to delete that top part,
Mhm.
right, Terry? That's why, you got all them unknowns.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what you wanna do is you wanna click on your little eye with the unknown.
So you're blaming that on me?
What am I deleting here? Delete group and members.
Delete group, if you delete the group and, you don't wanna delete the group and the members,
Both of you.
cause that'll be
Good job,
You'll
Jason.
be mad.
Look.
Terry. He's like, I don't know, but I'm gonna say group.
You'll be real mad.
Delete the group,
Yeah.
even though these are duplicate. If you delete the member,
It deletes the
Everything's
whole file.
gone.
you're deleting the complete member, all of them,
Right.
both of them. So delete the group. Yes, I'm sure. Now we're getting it. Now, normally now you're gonna see both names there, okay? You're still not gonna see both names on mine because this is a duplicate file that I've added, and I have my leads in there, and I need them to be on here, and I have this test group. So I'm gonna go and, to my filter, yes, and I'm gonna go to my test, and again, let me go back, I'm pressing on the I, and this one, I'm gonna delete the group. If I delete the members, I'm deleting my new leads that I need in my map, right? So I'm gonna delete the group, and they're gone. I will go back up to my Allegheny new leads. Notice they're in there. They're in there like spaghetti sauce. I'm hitting it because I need to see why it's still not showing my two names. So I'm gonna hit the one that's not highlighted, and it's under groups. So I'm just gonna go back because it just needs to refresh. I love this whole system.
I'm not as quick on it as you guys are.
You,
So I
listen,
feel like
you have to just,
when I sit with mine, I
Click
be
on
sitting
it.
there just, I gotta take my time. I gotta read my notes and follow step by step.
but honestly, you should just be in here,
Every day, just
Playing
playing
around.
with it.
right?
Yeah.
These are the unassigned. This was in the beginning
Mhm.
when we were doing,
Yeah.
right? And I never was, we didn't map them, so I will not take them out until I figure out.
Where they at?
That's what
Who
I.
they Right, it's like one of them,
Do the
like,
same
I'm
thing.
not messing with it, they in there, they're in there. And you could just, if you have the docs, you just press on it, you're gonna see the multiple, press on the body. Here's all the different names. So here I got 4 individuals plus another person at the same address. And really just click on it, you see, this is an apartment building. So you're gonna see multiple, depending on what apartment building. So that's why that's in there like that. And this is 2015, but yeah. All right, any questions on that? Pretty simple, but it's a lot, but it's pretty simple. Again, filters your groups real quick. Your plus sign is gonna add your group. Anything that is highlighted is gonna show up on your map. So if, I'm gonna take the unassigned out because I'm not really dealing with them. I'm gonna highlight my Allegheny News. I'm gonna highlight my B leads. I'm going to go down and I'm gonna look at my managers, MTO, and lapse list. If I can find it on my iPad since I see it on the screen. Don't judge me, I'm getting old, guys. LM, okay, there it is. Notice as I'm highlighting them, they're popping up, right? And then I wanna look at my orphan policy holders. These are individuals that are paying Lincoln Heritage every single month, that an agent that is no longer with the company, that was in my agency, wrote the business. These people are still thriving and paying, and they need to be seen. All right, we need to do a service appointment.
Orphan lead
That's an
belong
orphan
to
policy holder.
another agent.
Are you talking
that's
about
no
something
longer-
different?
No.
So you said orphan lead. We're talking about orphan policy holder.
Policy holder, that's what I said.
That's what you said.
And so the orphan policy holder
Yes.
is the one that a previous agent had,
Yes.
but
They
they
wrote the
just,
business, but they're no longer here.
okay, and you just need to revisit them, like they haven't had a policy review or anything like that, is
Sure,
that right?
never.
Okay,
And they don't even know who their agent is. Like, they probably don't even know that they no longer have an agent. They don't even know they're orphans.
Right.
okay.
Like, they're
They're just
probably
all-
calling their agent and, and their agent's never calling back, or,
Okay.
they're just like, well, what the heck?
Unless they go to another company and try to take them with them, like the one I went to visit.
Right,
She got 3 policies, 1 with Lincoln and 2 with them.
right. So, shady stuff. But that's why it's really important to know who the policyholders are and to be in front of them. Send them a card, send them a letter, postcard, something. Phone call, text messages, right? hey, I'm your new agent, whatever. You know, I like to send a letter with my picture on it, and then go and visit, door knock. But again,
Okay.
I'm highlighting these so I can see everybody on my list, right? So again, what's highlighted is my orphan policy holders, my NTL and lapse list. Those are people that either miss payments, they NTO, or they miss 3 payments and they are no longer covered. My B list, B leads. These are orphan leads. That's why I was like, what are you talking about? B leads are free. They are leads that other agents that used to work for the company ordered those leads. They may or may not have worked them, and they're there. So a lot of us will go back and make sure that those leads will work. Most of the time they were not worked as to why the agent didn't work. That's why they're not here. So those are in there. My new leads up top. Now, I'm gonna hit back, and I'm gonna make this part quick. Hit my arrow to get rid of this. Now, here's my map. Could be pretty overwhelming, right? You're like, what?
Or
in the
it could be a
world?
lot of fun.
It could be a lot. This is a lot
But you can zoom
of
in,
money.
It's a lot.
Hmm?
You can zoom in.
You are gonna zoom in. So this is the part where I'm gonna hit my little circle. This little thingamajiggy here. It's gonna let us know where we are. So it's gonna give me my dot.
Oh, wait a second.
Now,
So, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
that suggestion definitely was, point worthy.
Oh, now he's all competitive. Anyway, that dot right there.
Did you say point
it-
partner?
Yeah,
Yeah.
point where
He tried to catch you
like,
now.
no, you're
Or
not.
they suggestion?
You see, he done moved up the right. He done front. You see, he leaning forward.
Yeah, he
now.
was there, I'm like, no,
No.
it was a good one though.
That dot and the way it's flashing like that is because you have your location settings on.
I have my location on.
Ha! So that's why, okay.
Right, so no matter where I am, when I open up my map view and I wanna go to work, I can hit this little arrow and that's my map, that's where my location
Oh,
is,
you didn't turn.
right, my location. So, now from here, I can see what's close to me, right? It looks like the stuff that I'm working, my new leads, policy holders, and NTOs, they're over here on this area, right? So I'm gonna take my finger on my iPad and, go ahead.
No, what I really like, I was playing around with it before I came here. You can actually put it into the radius. Like if you just want
That's
to
what we're
work,
doing.
that is
Yeah.
crazy.
So when you're
What?
right here, so
Okay.
that's the next
I'm
step.
listening. Yeah,
So
yeah.
I know where I am,
Hold up.
and I'm like, okay, listen, this is a lot going on. If you hit your radius, there's your circle again, right? So now, that's still a lot of people. Okay, I only have 2 hours to work. I'm gonna go like this on my iPad to enlarge this little area and say, okay, you know what, let me work with these folks. I'm gonna hit my 3 lines. I'm gonna hit my list by names. And again, I'm gonna see the names of the individuals within this radius.
That's crazy.
Sweet.
That ain't that? That's
All right.
crazy.
I've done it before.
And again, you're gonna see your miles from
It was a while ago.
this radius.
So,
They so crazy. All right? So we're in here. And of course, it shows my name. I'm glad that's too
and,
far, y'all.
and those are all the people that are within that,
Within this radius.
Right.
These are the people. That's the circle. Right? Focus, y'all. Focus. Focus. That's the radius. Got it?
so you can put in a certain amount.
Yeah. So if I go back, hit your arrow, and I can enlarge this again, because I can say, you know what, I really only have time to do maybe like,
And the radius button is the top button in the corner over here.
this is
No, down here in the corner. Them 3, oh, your right hand, right there.
right here. This is
That's-
the circle radius.
Circle radius.
Yeah, if I press it again, it's just open.
What's the button called underneath it?
That's your notification, your location, arrow.
And that's the worldwide.
That's the world. So if we hit the world, Craig,
Craig.
it's gonna pull that up,
And
show
your
you
map
how you're gonna
settings.
view. So if you wanna see a satellite, hit your satellite, and boom. And you just hit the screen, there's your satellite.
Sweet.
Some people wanna see the mountains and all the buildings and all the other nice stuff there.
Oh. Well, I guess they give some ideas.
So I'm gonna go ahead and hit my little map again, my world, and I'm putting it back to standard, cause I don't wanna be scared of the mountains. So I'm going back to this, and then I'm hitting outside the screen to make it disappear. All right? So, when you're in a house, you have your red folk. Red is what? See if y'all remember. She got it. Say it out loud.
NTO lapse.
NTO lapse. That's just paying attention, right?
Well, mine's is a different color.
Yeah, mine's
That's why.
I know, but it's what I showed y'all.
So that's why
We
she-
talked about what I
We
showed.
wasn't- yeah.
She doesn't have an iPad.
Right, that's why.
It don't matter.
Yeah,
All your excuses are money
Yeah.
and nothingness. They are building bridges to nowhere.
Not
Listen, I'm
right.
just saying, when you have your
Here y'all
iPad, you're
go.
looking at your stuff, you see what color you have your stuff, you're not,
It sounds good.
I know, but it's
It sounds
true.
good.
Come on, David.
So,
The truth.
y'all can go ahead and knock out. Y'all ain't getting no points.
No, we
I'm
ain't
not
saying-
trying to get
No,
points.
we're
we ain't trying to
just
get a point.
saying.
We ain't trying to knock hers. We just saying that's why we didn't
Okay, it's
connect
okay.
with the red.
You ain't even looking at your iPad, David.
It's right here.
Awesome. Okay, so red is my NTOs. Those are like, I put them red because it's like, I can get them back on. You know, past couple months, I've been working the NTO and lapse reports.
Yeah.
These are old people for a couple years back and rewriting them. You get advanced again, and it's DMP, so it goes
Really?
towards any contest credits, yeah. Cause a lot of them, it's been 2 to 3 years. Yeah, a lot of them have different
That's
bank
huge.
accounts, they, you know, yes, you can be advanced
So I
again
gotta-
now.
Now, what about, cause I did check my old, I guess, report.
Policyholder list, mhm.
Yeah, I have like 3, like if I go back to them, I could do that. But you have to be careful though, cause somebody else might have them now, right?
That's why you go back and check. So when you click on it, click on a little name. Oh, that's me. All right, well, I don't want my address up there, so we're gonna go back off of that. So we're gonna go over here. I don't want my address. So I can pull this up and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go see Gail. This is the address. When I'm looking down at the information, I see that they actually started in 2016. Or excuse me, this is the B League. But if this was a policyholder, NTO. Let me go with NTO.
I was just
Lord
gonna say, could you go to
Jesus.
one of the?
I got enough of them, right? So, okay, so here's an NTO. This individual here. I was the agent. I'm gonna scroll up, I'm gonna see, this was 2012.
He canceled.
She only had it, yes, it's last name, first name. She had it for 3 months and then canceled, right? Now, this individual I do know, and I already know why it's canceled,
Right.
right? So, I'm like, I probably already have it down at the bottom. There you go. Right? I'm just saying. And you're gonna know your clients as you're working your
Right.
report and you see the names, but then again, you see that there's 2. So you wanna go ahead and click on the one that's not highlighted to see, okay, did I already work it? That's why this is important, so you're not double dipping and you're going running around. I've done it for a couple years, going back and I pull up and I'm like, God dang it, I was already here. And I call them, set an appointment. They're like, yeah, come visit me. They're like, oh, well, we miss you. I miss you too. They want to have tea and stuff, and that's nice. But not when you're like really trying to work on a goal. Yeah, I know it's been long. So, again, one of the main purposes of MapView is what?
Organization.
To work
To make
smarter,
it
not
more
harder.
Organization smarter and not work harder. Well, how are you working smarter and not harder?
And you
break
can
that down.
also
Plan your
get
day
you from
out.
point A to point B the quickest way.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
And that's another thing, and then you have all your, everything that you need is basically can really be put into this thing. You have all the addresses, you have all their
You
information,
can set your appointment.
you can, like, just like you highlighted 3 or 4 different groups, even though, while you're working in that area, you can multitask. You're not just, you could do that. You
Once
could
you
do a
get that-
lot.
Once you got that small,
Excuse me, can you shut that door? Love y'all.
once you got that small group together, can't you,
Thank you.
want to map it out for you? The
Say it
route?
again?
Want to map the route once you get the small group, once you get your group?
The map's not like 100%. You could use that when you go back to list by name. You'll have that there, but again, it depends on where you wanna start and where you wanna end.
Right.
But it definitely gives you your names. So, I like to put my leads, my clients in alphabetical order and then run it. But
Oh,
yes,
really?
you could use
Cause
it
it
as,
optimizes it too.
it's not optimized.
It's not?
No, it's not optimized. It's all of that. There's never a day that should go by with you saying, I don't have anything to do, when you are really utilizing this iPad. Because at any point, you should have in your trunk of your car, a little tote that has your packets together to do reinstatements. That's your reinstatement, redate form, policy authorization form, and your reduce form, all stapled. It should be those 3 forms stapled, ready to go. Always should have a packet together as far as for a new client if you don't have an iPad. But this is really for the iPad. But you still wanna have that packet. Your existing clients. If you notice on the second piece of paper, we'll go to that right now. All right, love you too, be safe. Be safe, have fun. We're looking at this, I guess I could pull this up, cause we're gonna jump. The policy review. Policy review is what you wanna tap into this policy review, guys. Let me see, guys, if I have a copy that I could,
Danielle.
What you need?
There's some over there.
Can somebody real quick, do you show me how to put my setting things on? I mean, my, that locate, what is it called? The location?
It's, I think you go to privacy, and then the location services.
all right, guys, we're gonna take like a 5-minute break.
Thank you.
And then it could, you can pick which applications you actually want to use it.
So I need this one.
There you go, and see, it says never, so we wanna change that. Oh, well, no,
Okay.
actually, we changed it
While
while
using
using
the
the
app.
app.
Oh, I like
There you
that.
go.
So anyone that I need that for?
Mhm.
I got it, see him this week.
I think that's it.
So, yeah, so if you,
We started at 10:25.
Safari website.
do you use this?
You missed the welcome coffee.
In case you, I would use that, cause you got an
Okay, how
iPhone,
do I
right?
do?
You drink coffee?
No.
Oh, you don't have an
Oh my
iPhone?
goodness, I
My-
had that
my
bullet
daughter
coffee the last 2
Well, you
days.
might wanna use it,
What's
so.
Okay, so what do I do? Leave it on?
Yeah,
My
but
cousin
you might
got
have
coffee out of
to,
DC.
Listen,
I don't know
it
if
is
we have
correct.
time,
It
but you
is
might
for
have
that,
to, log in with your,
what do you call it? It's
Your-
for the,
oh, yeah, so
Keto.
you're not using it.
meal plan, or what have you. And, oh my goodness. Yeah,
But
it's a lot
this
of energy,
means if
There's
you
no
ever
sugar,
lose
no
your
nothing in
iPad,
it.
you can
It
actually
is-
put it on
butter that is,
Is this supposed to be on?
Yep.
I don't know,
The
it's some kind of butter. maybe
Oh, you
grass or
can do that, but you don't have
It's
to.
different.
If
It's
you don't use
like
iPad, that just,
MCT oil.
just means like if you
Right.
get a new
No, it's,
iPad
no, ain't no
or
weed or
something
nothing
like
like
that,
that.
everything
But I
that
mean,
removes
you're
you
like,
or such, it's
man.
in your iCloud.
And it's butter,
So that should
it's
be on?
oil,
Yeah, you can.
and,
Does
the
it make it like regular
organic-
coffee or it's
organic
But
coffee,
also
butter,
too, when
there's
it backs up,
oil,
I can pick it up from my iPhone.
and,
Right.
yeah, it's crazy. It is
Like
crazy,
when
and
the
it's so
menu be out and
smooth.
and stuff like that.
But the butter gives it the sweet
Whatever
flavor,
you're doing,
so you don't need no
make sure
cream or
have
anything in it.
No.
In case like,
Oh, it's
you
really
usually
cool.
call me a
listen.
certain amount of times, she gonna call me like, hey,
It
so
gives you
you
so
okay?
much energy. I'm just sitting here like, oh my God, like, how is this gonna be good?
Cause you can,
And it's bomb.
you
All right,
see-
so now I have this.
Yeah, y'all got some cookies in the car, some candy or something?
Are we ordering pizza?
Yeah, let's order, I'm gonna order pizza and a salad. Go get the, don't touch that. Go get the,
That said it's not live anymore. But what did you say?
So you see how it says share application?
go get the
She can pick an iPad.
order form from
Who I share
Mr. Cole.
with, share my location.
Will this make me more profitable? Ha ha! Can I post her hair?
Miss Nicole. Me.
How can you type on here? I can't respond. Hey, Paul, you know it's gonna make you more profitable. Stop playing. All right, so he said it's not live, so I'm gonna.